Welcome to the inaugural Studio 415 show from the Carroll High School television studio.
Today you'll get a special behind-the-scenes look at the Carroll cafeteria.
We'll introduce you to some foreign exchange students.
And we'll recap girls' state swimming and look ahead to the boys' wrestlers that are advancing to state. I hope you're ready.
It's time to enter Studio 415. Welcome to Studio 415. I'm James Malcolm.
And I'm Bailey Felger. Pudding, chicken wraps, and salads. All of your favorite meals prepared fresh each day in the Carroll cafeteria.
Studio 415 reporter Sam Edwards is taking you behind the scenes of the Carroll kitchens to give an inside look at what goes into making our delicious lunches every day.
Thousands of students at Carroll High School eat lunch here every day. Many kids even consume a breakfast at the cafeteria. Everyone knows that the lunch ladies prepare the food you eat, but do you know just how much work goes into each meal? Food service manager Tara Fulrod often spends longer days at the high school than students.
I'm here a full school day. I get here before you and I leave after you.
Many students think that all of the food in the cafeteria is pre-made or simply heated up. Food service assistant Lynn Magistry has the truth about the food.
Everything's cut up, everything's done fresh right here the day of.
From the popular dessert of pudding to the healthy alternative of a salad, all food items are prepared with care by the lunch ladies. But another question arises from this. What to do with the leftover food?
Well, it'll go out for the next day. So that's why you see on there the dates. If you notice, everything is fresh, and then it's checked every day to make sure that the quality is good.
With so many students at the high school, whopping amounts of food are required to be prepped each lunch, especially chicken.
Well, it depends on the chicken item, but like chicken smackers, when we prep that, we do about 800 servings.
Along with food, condiments and other line fillers also need to be purchased in bulk. With a new shipment arriving every Wednesday of ketchup, ranch, chips, and drinks, lunch ladies need to stay on top of their game to keep up with the demands of students.
What you see over there right now, that's just enough to get us through to our next truck delivery, which would be this Wednesday. So we've already went through about half of our supply that we have for 1 week there.
It's amazing how much food 1,500 kids can eat in a single day. And to know that people have to prepare it all the day of is almost unbelievable. So the next time you're eating those chicken poppers or chowing down on your omelet, just know that the splendid lunch ladies of Carroll High School are making it all possible. From Studio 415, I'm Sam Edwards.
Thanks, Sam. Lately, many of you may have noticed the absence of Officer Nair and his partner, Max. His departure is bittersweet because now we get to know Officer Toby Reimer and his partner, Justice. Studio 415 reporter Lauren Becker has the pleasure of introducing them to the Carroll community.
Here at Carroll High School, the staff and students practice many adequate security procedures. The school officers make sure that students are safe every day in case of any harm. After working at Carroll High School for many years, Officer Kevin Nair has left Carroll High School to further his career.
He had some other career aspirations, and the way that they set up their office, the SRO position is a position unto itself. There's no room for advancement from there. But in traffic, from traffic, you can go to a variety of other career choices. For example, I know Officer Nair was hoping that he could maybe be a master trainer for K-9.
After Officer Nair and his K-9 partner Max left Carroll High School, a new officer stepped in to take the role that Officer Nair played. Carroll High School is proud to introduce Officer Reimer with his K-9 partner Justice. When I asked what he did before this position, he replied,
Before I took this position, I actually worked in the traffic division, which means I answered 911 calls, I would go to traffic accidents, deal with drunk drivers, that kind of thing.
There are many roles that Officer Reimer has to fulfill each day. He works hard to help students with personal issues and helps them to feel safe when they are at school. There are many different situations that come up on a typical day on the job. At Carroll High School, Officer Reimer keeps students and staff safe by having many acceptable security procedures if something were to go wrong. Mr. DePremio works alongside with Officer Reimer to ensure that these procedures are done right.
We follow what is best practices. We follow what NASRO is the National Board of School Resource Officers.
Officer Reimer has been at Carroll for about a few weeks now and has felt welcome to the Carroll community. He has done very well with handling different situations in his new environment.
Carroll High School has been very welcoming for Officer Reimer and his canine partner, Justice. Students can feel that they are in good hands if an unfortunate event were to occur. For Studio 415, I'm Lauren Becker.
Thanks, Lauren. The Carroll community has a long tradition of giving. The Interact Club has a new opportunity for students to impact the lives of a child halfway around the world. Studio 415 reporter Matea Knispel has the details on how you can give change to make a change.
The goal of Carroll's Interact Club has always been to help those in need, but this year the club has stretched its boundaries. With its new project titled Carroll's Child, all students have a chance to help with the cause. The project was created by Carroll senior Olivia Knispel, who is the co-head of the Interact Club Service Committee.
Carroll's Child is a new project that Interact has where we basically collect change, and at the end of the year we're going to take all of that change and put it together and count it all up and then take that donation and use it on a website called World Vision.
World Vision is an organization in which individuals or groups can financially sponsor children in third world countries. This year, CHS is coming together to donate towards this association. If each student at Carroll were to give just 1 penny apiece, it would create a total of $200, enough to financially support a child in need for over 5 months. To help sponsor a child is to assist in the funding for that child's immediate and long-term needs. For example, the money collected goes to necessities like clean water, nutritious food, healthcare, education, and much more. Alongside Olivia is another senior, Caitlin Murphy, a supporter of the idea.
My favorite part about it is that it's very convenient for people. Like if they have extra change, it's very convenient just to drop it off instead of putting it back in your purse or anything. And I think people just feel really good about it because they see the picture of the child on the jar and they know that they're doing it for a good cause.
For Studio 415, I'm Matea Knispel.
Thanks for that report, Matea. Coming to a new school with over 2,000 students can be overwhelming. Foreign exchange students deal with this every year. Studio 415 reporter Kara Bennett shares with us some of the stories behind the unfamiliar faces.
Here at Carroll, students work hard for their academic future. But in the case for kids who are new at the school, those academic goals could be a bit more difficult to reach. I got the opportunity to sit down and talk with a couple of the new foreign exchange students here at Carroll. I asked them questions on how their transitions have been in coming from a different country. Amir Sacco and Lisa Obata are foreign exchange students this year and have higher aspirations other than just completing high school in the United States. Amir Sacco is a sophomore foreign exchange student from Chad, Africa. Luckily, his parents moved here as well last year, so he's actually staying with his parents. However, this does not help the fact that he misses his other friends and family in Africa. When asking him the hardest thing about moving states, he replied,
You know, I have like all my families over there, my friends and everything over there. I grew up there. So it's kind of hard to change right away your lifestyle and your families, you live them there.
Amir speaks fluent French and is improving every day on his English. He plans to finish high school here and wants to go to college for agriculture. Lisa Obata is a foreign exchange student for Yokohama, Japan. She is a junior here at Carroll and is moving again at the end of the year. She says that the biggest difference from her country to the United States is that there are so many vehicles here. Usually, Lisa would just take the nearest train to get to work and school in Japan. Also, she has to ask her house parents if she wants to go anywhere. Making friends here at Carroll was not an easy task for Lisa.
It's hard. Yeah. Because I don't have enough vocabulary to speak with them, and sometimes like I'm confused to talk to, but my friend is very nice.
Yeah. Above all, these foreign exchange students are just like the rest of us. They have dreams of traveling the world and experiencing as much as they can. For Studio 415, I'm Kara Bennett.
Thank you, Kara. Now it's time to shift our focus to a group of Carroll students who have been able to achieve their ultimate goal.
Competing at state is what every high school athlete works hard for. Here is Studio 415's Christian Miller to recap girls swimming and to look ahead to wrestling this weekend.
This week in Charger Sports, the Charger Lady Swimmers made a trip down I-69 to Indianapolis for their state meet. Samantha Butts, a senior swimmer here at Carroll, was one of the swim team members who went down to compete.
It's a really great experience. It's a different dynamic than sectionals because it's a lot bigger, and an auditorium is like a really well-known natatorium that a lot of Olympians have swum at. So it's a really cool experience to get to be in that place.
The Lady Chargers had great success at the meet, led by a relay team of Courtney Kressel, Zoe Toscos, Lauren Blanchard, and Mackenzie Kotsko. Lauren Kressel also went down for the 50 free, Sienna Heaston went down for the 100 breaststroke, Sarah Pushis went for the 100 backstroke, and Zoe Tosca swam in the 200 freestyle. Also this weekend, 11 Carroll wrestlers traveled to the Coliseum as the Carroll wrestling team competed for a chance to advance to state. Moving on to state were Stephen Cardenas, Riley Lefever, Tristan Wilson, and Brad Sedlick. One senior wrestler, Riley Lefever, enters the state meet undefeated and ranks number 2 in the state.
We did pretty good. We got 4 guys through to state, and we finished third as a team. We did pretty good, I guess. Probably like to get a couple more through, but some bad calls happened.
Thanks for joining us today.
Our next show will be in 2 weeks on February 27th.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great day, Carroll.